Alright, welcome back to another vlog. Today is, I believe it's Wednesday. I'm unloading that trailer with all those tree limbs. After I get done with that, I gotta return this trailer. I gotta go do a bid. I gotta check on a few things. A lot of things didn't go as planned. So in business and in life in general, nothing goes as planned. So anyways, I had some customers reschedule, and yeah, so we'll see what today brings. All right, just finished up. So glad. Came out here in the morning. It's starting to get pretty hot. I'm gonna go home and shower, get dressed. Then we're gonna go to Midland and go give an on-site bid. See if we can land it and get an upfront deposit. That way I can go ahead and put some tires on the truck and take care of some things and get this trailer returned. Right, so I just finished uploading a video. I went to my favorite place. They gave me free water, and finished uploading Sunday's video. I still need to finish Mondays and Tuesdays videos. But anyways, I was about to cut myself short, okay? Because it's hard out here for a pimp. I'm getting all these jobs, right? All these calls, but nothing's sticking. It's just part of business. So I gave out a bid. If I would have landed it, it would have taken care of what I owe y'all. He said that's way too much. So I said, what's your budget? If he could deal with my minimum of 140, I would have done it for 140. It would fit in the bed of my truck. But yeah, but anyways, we're about to go do this bid in Midland, Texas. If I land it, it sounds like it's a huge job. It sounds like it's well over 1,500, 2,000 or so. So we'll go check it out. If I can land it, I'm gonna ask for an upfront deposit. That way I can go ahead and take care of some of these bills and put some tires on this truck and take care of some other overhead expenses that I got going on. All right, guys, so this is real life, okay? I ain't nobody. I ain't ashamed, like, as far as like to tell my truth and what I've been going through and what I got going on, because I really believe that this could really help, and it's already proven that this is helping other people out, you know, documenting my journey and coming back on the come up. So in business, nothing's guaranteed. You're gonna have expenses. One day you're rich, the next day you're broke, until you implement systems and you have employees, or not even employees, but like you have a constant flow of things. And I've lost that. I used to have that where, I mean, again, you're pulling anywhere from 20 to 40K a month, okay? Like that, I've done that. I've lived that life. I know it's possible. You understand? It's just I'm at the bottom and I'm in the negatives right now. And I'm trying to put things together. So anyways, I ended up going broke. I spent my last $20 last night, and I was hoping I had this job was on schedule, but they rescheduled, right? So I'm like, damn, like, shit. I was like, I owe Travis like $280, and then I just looked at the gauge. I'm like, shit, I'm on E. And honestly, I've been spending a lot of time on like the truck and on YouTube videos and stuff. I need to really spend more time on marketing and creating my systems again. Now that I have my own truck, I could go ahead and start marketing and go hard. There's lots of ways to market for free. I have a YouTube video on it that I did like 3 years ago. So yeah, that's another thing, is I haven't been marketing. Ever since I got back from New Mexico, I've just been the truck. Oil change. Title. Oh my gosh, I got a blowout. You know, oh my gosh, you know, I've just been like, ah. But yeah, I see, I'm on E. All right, guys, so I'm in my grandmother's car, because that car, I still haven't received my stickers or anything. So she doesn't want me to get in trouble. So she wants me to use her car to go out and do this bid. So that's what we're gonna do. Because the truck, I do not want to risk having a blowout. I still haven't made enough yet to get all the tires done. I did, but I used that money to go ahead and get the title exchanged and all that stuff, because that's more important. Now I'm legit, right? Riding around legit. I just need to to get some used tires. But anyways, yeah, so she did that, and then she gave me $40 for, you know, food, or if the car needs gas. But yeah, I'm gonna repay her for sure. Like, I already know, like, in this line of business, it takes one phone call and it will change your life. All right, and I'm not kidding. I'm not joking. Okay, I've seen hundreds of thousands of dollars. Okay, I know what it's like to make 10, 20, 30, 40 in a month. You know. So I'm just gonna speak my truth and show you guys my journey and bring you along, because I know there's guys out there that either they're starting at the bottom, just now getting into business, or you went through something, you know, and you ended up losing everything. That happens a lot. That tends to happen to a lot of entrepreneurs, because this lifestyle ain't for everybody. And whoever, you know, if you're married or got a girlfriend or something like that, or husband or whatever, and you go after this lifestyle, if they're not a ride or die, they're not a ride or die. We're gonna go out to Midland, go do this bid. I'm gonna grab a coffee. Thank you, Grandma Irma. I love you. Thank you so much. This means so much to me. I was willing to just ride it out, you know. But I was like, if I end up getting pulled over, if I get a blowout or something like that, that's gonna set me back way more. So it doesn't hurt to ask for help and go through the humility. This experience that I've been through has humbled me, has made me realize I have some really, really good people that love me and want me to succeed and do good and be a better man. And again, to anyone out there going through anything, and especially alcoholism and stuff, and it gets really bad, just to, you know, I like to go ahead and just let people know, because some people just barely are starting watching my videos. So the reason I go towards coffee and coffee shops really is to help me like, you know, stay away from that, because I got so bad where I needed a beer as soon as I woke up in the morning. And you know, I'm fighting those demons, yeah. And again, I'm not perfect or anything like that, but I'm trying to get better to a place where where it doesn't even cross my mind when I get out of bed, you know, because at one time I got so bad I would have to, you know, go through and count up nickels and dimes and pennies just to get a tall boy in the morning. I'm doing a whole lot better now, okay? But yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there so people know, like, hey, like, alcohol is not the answer, okay? I know it's easy to just sit there, and especially when you got money coming in or whatever, and you just don't care about anything or anyone. It's not worth it, brother, sisters. It's not worth it. At all this traffic. But yeah, so as I'm trying to get to this bid, I have to take into consideration the logistics of everything, the traffic. So right now it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I could only imagine what the traffic's like first thing in the morning or by 5 o'clock. So we're at midday, and today's a Wednesday. So this is all work traffic, you know, oil field traffic. So I have to take all this into consideration, and when I go ahead and do my bid and look at the logistics and, you know, the travel and the amount of time that we're going to spend behind the wheel, not only the amount of time that we're going to spend loading up everything, but also the time behind the wheel. Oh my goodness, look at this. Look at all these tires. Oh, wow. Okay, let's take a look at this property. Alrighty, so in the state of Texas, they're supposed to have a permit in order to haul away tires and do things like that. And as I can tell, he hired somebody to cut up the tires and take them. But what he doesn't know is I have contacts and I know people, and that's why he's gonna hire me, because I'm gonna be able to get rid of all these tires, even though I don't have a permit, even though I don't have any of those stuff. Don't let red tape hold you back. Okay, there's ways around everything. You can partner with other people that do have those permits, that do have that transportation, that do have that expertise. That's something that I know. So this, right now, right off the bat, is going to be a subcontracted job. So I'm going to give him somewhat of a bid. I don't think a bid is necessary. We're going to do by the load. We're going to work something out. Unless he just wants a solid number, I'm going to throw a Hail Mary, meaning I'm just going to throw a big number. And if he goes for it, I'm going to ask for 30 to 50% deposit up front, so I can get my subcontractors paid first and they can get this job done for me, so I make sure my client is happy. So I went ahead and got off the phone with him because I wanted to see, where does he stand on this? Like, does he even have the money? Does he have the capacity to even, you know, handle with what we're trying to do? So I wanted to see, are you trying to get all these tires gone in one big old swoop? Are you just trying to get a few of them? Are you just trying to pull loads out? What are you trying to do? And what's your budget? Because this is well over $20,000, just to let you know. As soon as I said that, he was like, oh, whoa, oh, really? You think so? And I was like, yes, sir, I know so. I was like, I know so. And I'm like, I'm sure you called around. He's like, yeah, they're trying to charge me $7, $8 a tire. I was like, yeah, that's pretty standard, because they're going to have to spend $3 to $5 to get rid of them. And then on top of that, they're going to charge you a transportation fee. I mean, that's just fair. And he couldn't really, like, you know, it couldn't really go around his head. He was just like having a hard time with it. He just straight up told me, no, I gotta wait till after January. I'm gonna have to save some money up and everything like that. And then I told him, I asked him, I was like, so I'm curious, how much have you spent already with these day laborers? He's like, I already spent up to $15,000. I was just like, oh man. And not even one tire has been hauled out of here. You spent $15,000 on labor, and not even one tire has been hauled out of here. When he could have, you know, and then me and him started talking about it, and he's like, man, you know what, you're right. He's like, that $15,000 or $20,000 up front could have at least gotten maybe half, or a good chunk, at least clear the front or the backyard. You know what I mean? Step by step. And that's what I was telling him. I was like, look, I don't mean to scare you with the $20,000 number. That's what it's like, everything, like, that's going to be well over 20. But if you want to do step by step, we could help you out. I told him, I said, this is a fire hazard. Like, you got guys out here with sawzalls cutting. We're in October. Everything is dry. One spark goes off, your whole property, this whole neighborhood's going under flames, and you're going to be responsible for it. So the best thing, in my opinion, I told him, is that you get these guys a fire extinguisher just in case something happens. Because I seen they don't got a fire extinguisher or nothing. And then on top of that, I suggest where they're working around, they're cutting and cutting and cutting, and they're getting surrounded with everything they've been cutting. So they're going and jumping over. It's a safety hazard, brother. I was like, come on. I was like, I can help you. Let's just start with that back area on where they're working, and we could pull it out load by load. But I have to charge you X amount of dollars times 10 for 10 loads up front to pay my guys and pay my fees. It's like, you want me to work on that? He's like, oh man, I don't know. You said $20,000? So he was just stuck on it. I was like, look, brother, I'm going to come up with how much it would cost. I'm going to take some pictures. I'm going to show you what we can do for you at a certain budget. So now that I know what his budget is, I'm going to do it in quarters, okay? So if I can help him out with what $3,000 worth of work would look like, $6,000, $9,000, and so on, we're going to work at $3,000, okay? He was so overwhelmed on this property because he said he overpaid for this property, and it's costing him way much more money to get these tires out of here, and he didn't know what he got himself into. And honestly, this right here, if the fire marshals came out here, they'll shut this place down. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna crunch some numbers, and I already took some photos, and I'm gonna outline it, make it real nice and presentable, and let him know that it's very safe. This is a safety hazard, and he should definitely hire us to go ahead and remove everything that they've already cut, and we'll take it to the landfill and dispose of it. And yeah, go from there, see what happens. But yeah, I'm not gonna say this was like a waste of time or anything like that. Me and him I've done a lot of projects for him, so I know he's comfortable with me. But this project right here is gonna be a lot of money, and he's already spent a lot of money, and honestly didn't really achieve much. And he's putting himself at a great risk. I've stepped away from tires completely. Like, I've gotten to that point where I was like, stay away from tires. They're a pain. They're a pain, and you need a permit and stuff to even be out here doing what they're doing. But hey, each to their own, right? But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end this vlog. I'm gonna have to eat another day of cost, and I just received an estimate, or I just received some pictures to get an estimate done. So hopefully I could go ahead and schedule that for later on this evening, or first thing in the morning, whatever makes more sense. But yeah, this was wild. There's a lot of tires. But thank you guys so much for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. If you like these videos, please like and subscribe. I have a lot of new things coming really soon. But yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye. I just realized something. I was called about a month and a half ago from a realtor, the realtor that sold him that property, to go out there and give an estimate or quote on tire removal, to provide my expertise on the amount of money it would cost to get rid of them. And I told her I would come out here, but I would charge $140 to just come out and provide that bid. Because I've also gotten to that point where if it's a big job, it's gonna take a bit of my time out of my day, and I'm gonna have to spend money on fuel. Like, I didn't charge him because, I mean, I knew him, you know, I know him just kind of. But I just realized this is the property, and he's the guy that bought it. And he said no to the realtor because they were trying to charge him, I guess, the $140 that I was gonna charge, and he said no. So instead, he decided to spend $15,000, probably way less than that, to get those day hands. But they've been going at it for the past month or 2 months, and he's racked up, he spent over $15,000 when he could have just spent $140 to have me go look at it and give my expertise on what it would cost, and I would have been able to help coordinate and everything. So, we all make mistakes in business and everything like that, but to any property investors or real estate people, really understand that there's people out here like me and that have the expertise and the knowledge and the know-how and the people to be able to crunch down numbers, especially in my industry. I'm very savvy, very savvy.